Well, how do y'all? Almost didn't get a video in today, but let me show you what we're going to do on the wrap up of the old chicken tractor. The farmer in.
Liddell.
The farmer in.
Liddell.
Hi-ho, da dirty do, the farmer in.
Liddell.
The old interwebs came through again. We finally got our hardware cloth, so we're going to get some on this end, over here, put one all the way around the end, and then some along the back and sides, and then I'm going to try and get some wheels on there, but that may be a different video. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so as it turns out, once it starts getting a little bit dark, you can't see the fact that I was doing anything. It looked like I was just waving my arms around, but anyway, this screen doesn't show up on camera and without the right lighting. But what I did is I put the face on there, and then I just trimmed it up close and then bent it around, and then I put another one all the way up and over, and I left, you can't barely see it, but okay, that much, and bent it over the edge, and then I used zip ties and wrapped it around twice, once below this and once above it. See if you can kind of get in there and see that. Anyway, and then we put kind of like a window in there, and then stapled it down across the floor here. Well, this rail. And the reason I didn't go all the way down is because I'm going to take a sheet, strip, roll. We're going to put more down here and then across the back, and then on the other side that's going to come down and then lay out on the sides. After that, then I'm going to put the tarp on, and then I'm going to get the wheels set up. So we'll get back after it here. But yeah, I lost light yesterday, so you couldn't really see all this. But anyway, we get back to work. Also, I had a piece of siding from the shop rebuild that just happened to be like exactly the right width, and I was like, oh, that's just too close, we got to use that. But it also stabilizes this upright. The piece of paper here is just so that you could kind of see. I put it behind the screen, but yeah, and now I'm just carrying a piece of paper around. Anyway, so now this upright is a lot more stable because this is screwed in here and up that way. And then if I put some people put a 5-gallon bucket on the outside and then run PVC pipe with little water nipples on it. We might do that, or we might just have a bucket hanging. I'm not sure which yet, but anyway, now we have a little bit more options because that's going to be more sturdy. So I made this 10 feet long instead of 8 so that it will extend towards the front and past the back just a little bit, because we want the little apron thing to overlap a little bit. I kind of wish I could put this on the outside, which I guess I could just unscrew it all and put it back. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah. A little bit of a crease in this, it won't fold over. All right, that gives you the general idea there. The idea behind this, though, is that anything that's coming up outside of the chicken tractor won't be able to dig underneath where the ground isn't totally flat. So how well it works, I'm not sure, but this is what we did on our stationary coop, and we have had nothing try and dig in. So I'm kind of just going to go with the same idea. So now that these ones overlap a little bit, I can just cut the last one to width, and there will still be some overlap, but we'll zip tie those together a little bit. We should be good. All right, now that that's all done, we'll go get a tarp. Okay, so I got the tarp on, and that piece of wood that was across the back actually worked out pretty good to staple everything. And then it's stapled across the bottom down here. And then I'm going to put zip ties in each of these grommets all the way up. Okay, before I get too much further, I tore apart a wheelchair. And this is kind of what I was talking about, but we're going to have a cable put on like somewhere in here. And then you can't really see very well, but I cut out a slot where the wheel goes up and down. So anyway, we got that done on both sides. And then I also got the handle made. So as it comes up, then a cable right around in here someplace will go down and back up like we were talking about. So yeah, I'll get some more of this stuff fabbed up and then I'll bring you right back. Well, I'll tell you what, distractions do what distractions did. And it got dark. Anyway, I got the cable running down through a pulley. Got a little springy dingy here so that it's not dragging on wagon. And then when we pull up on this, the spring goes down. But anyway, the way I currently have it set up, the lag bolt that's right here, I think the lag bolt is a little wimpy. So I'm going to size it up to like probably a 9/16 stove bolt or carriage bolt. And that'll rigidify it a little bit. And then you're not going to be able to see because it's dark inside. Anyway, we're going to put a piece of angle iron that comes from this top 2x4 down to the lower one because I think the whole 2x4 is flexing a little bit like that. So we'll put a piece of angle iron tying those two together and make it stronger because wood flexes a bunches. And then you just saw the handle's got the cable on it. And I tried to do this thing where you can run a screwdriver through the cable and create the hole, and then you can like spline it back in on itself, but I don't trust it. So I stuck a cable. Well, honestly, I think what that is it's for electrical, but you know what? There's no code on chicken tractors, so it's going to work just fine. Anyway, and then I think you guys saw the back. So we're getting closer, guys, but it's still not done. Good thing we're not getting chickens until July, right? Anyway, we appreciate you guys checking in on us and visiting our little channel. I know there's lots out there that you could be watching, and you chose us. So thank you. Anyhow, we'll get this thing wrapped up eventually, but for now, that's going to be it. So God bless everybody. We'll see you in about a week.